This is Jessica from STEM APKs. Welcome to another tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to continue where we left off in the last tutorial. As you remember, in the last tutorial, we worked with OCR, Object Character Recognition. In this tutorial, it's going to be fun because we're going to apply some of those techniques in addition to other techniques that we have worked with all throughout this tutorial series to applications that are commonly used. In this case, this is gel electrophoresis. It's a laboratory technique that is used in many labs all over the world in drug development and developing new drugs. For those of you who do not know what gel electrophoresis, I found this little video on my LinkedIn where you see the scientist is pipetting into these wells, and these wells they could be pipetting DNA, they could be pipetting proteins, they could be pipetting RNA, and what they do is they apply electricity to it, and depending on the size and the molecular weight or molecular mass, uh, they will travel at different speeds, as we know from physics. So that's what's happening there. As they travel at different speeds, they become separated, and then you are able to separate them by molecular weight. This is a technique that is done, like I said, in many labs all over the world. There are very expensive instruments that do these things electronically, digitally, but they're very expensive. So in a lot of countries, they still do this by hand. So I thought that this is because I had to do this by hand in my day, and it's not fun. So what I found a technique that I can use what we've learned, and we can apply it to this technique to make it automated a little bit. And this is what we're doing in this couple next tutorials. Being that electrophoresis is a part of, let me show you here. Electrophoresis is the first step of Western blot. So we're going to do a gel electrophoresis, and then I'm going to show you Western blot, and then we'll go into other like how to count cells and how to do microscopy. So these are all applications that can be very handy. We can add as many as we want as well. We can do that, but for now, let's just stick to gel electrophoresis. So let's do that. So what we're going to do, as you remember, this is what our application looks like. This is the other one. This is what it's going to look like, but we're not there yet. So what we're doing is we're building to step by step, and this is where we are right now. So we still, if you click on gel electrophoresis, there's nothing there because we're going to build it together. So the first thing, like always, I'm going to show you the tree structure, and let me make this bigger so you can see better. And this is where we're going to build today. We're going to create this directory called gel, and then here we're going to add gel electrophoresis and then all of these files. I did this file first, but look at the size of this file. It's almost 1,000 lines of code. So what I did was I refactor it into more manageable. Even now, this is still about 300 lines of code, but I made it into more manageable, so you can maybe later you can optimize it and create it to your particular application, and I'll show you how to do that each one of these files. But basically, what we're going to be doing, let's say, I'll just show you just to give you an idea what it's going to do. And let's say you choose a file, and in this case, let's just choose a file, and then you choose an area that you can upload the image, and it will be an image like this. Let's say this is as the markers, and I'll explain all that. And then you process the selection. It applies OCR on it, and then it tells you. It tells you information that you want to know, how many, the molecular weight for that particular band, and so on. And as you can see, it detected all 7 bands. And if we see here, there are 7 bands. There are 7 lanes. Sorry, these are the bands. These are the individual bands. These are the lanes. So it it was able to detect that there are 7 lanes in here, and it also detected the particular bands in that lane. Okay, so I'm going to show you. That's what we're going to be doing. This is let's go back here. So like I said, we're not there yet, so we're going to build it together. So the first thing we're going to do is create the directory. We're going to create the directory in order to house our files. So what's the best thing? Let's do this one first. So the first thing we do is create the files. So let me make this a little bit bigger here. And these are all the files that you've seen before from other tutorials. So we're going to create now a directory called Gel. And in that directory, let's just use these for the names convention here. So it's Gel, and then inside that directory, we're going to create a file called Gel Electrophoresis OCR TSX. And in here, let's just make them first so I don't forget, because it's hard to keep track sometimes. So let's do a directory called utils for the utility files. And inside there, we're going to create a few files. We're going to create one called analysis text. That one will analyze the text. Another one we're going to do a file called canvas utils, and that one will do the canvas, what the containers, the images are going to look like. And another one called gel analysis TS, and another one called image processing. This is the one that does all the OpenCV stuff, and the visualization. So you can see there's a lot of files, but they're not that long, so they're pretty short. And then another directory called gel, actually types. It's gonna have the types to make TypeScript happy. So gel TS, and is that it? And then the page to render the container, the component, and that one we're gonna call it page, like we always call page. TSX. I think that's all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So now let's populate these files. So we got these done. So now let's do it in order so I don't mess up. So let's do, and I will explain each one of these. And like always, I will update it into my GitHub page. You can go there now, and all the files are there. You can use them to your heart's content. It's giving me an error because I still haven't imported that one yet. So don't worry about the error for now. And let's continue now. Let's do the types. Command C, types, gel, command B, command S, and I'll explain in a little bit each one of these, what they do. By now you know what they do. You've been seeing me do these in every tutorial. And they're green, so I like green. I don't like red, not in this case anyway. And then it does the image processing. Command B, S, and then gel analysis. Gel analysis, this is the one that does all the markers and identifies all of the bands. Very important file. I mean, they're all important. Yes, and visualization. And now it's green, it's good. And I think this is the last one. And a lot of it is just the rendering to make it pretty. It's mostly a lot of CSS and Tailwind stuff. And it's red because it's giving that type. Why is it giving me an error? Oh, yeah. These need to be fixed. So let's just do that really quick. The paths are wrong. That's good. Components, image upload. Yep, that's good. No, that one is not. Controls, threshold controls. This one, which one is this one? Does types. So that should be in the same directory, I think. Yep. This one, same directory. Sorry about that, guys. Oops, that's not in the same directory. No, that's not. Image processing, TS. Why is it not picking it? Oh, I don't like to program at the same time because I think it's a waste of time. We can use that time for something else, but analysis. Why is this one wrong? Oh, I haven't done that one, I don't think. No, there it is. Yeah, I haven't done that one, that's why. So let's find that. Analysis text is this one. screen. And hopefully that error went away. This is text. And there it goes. And now, if we open it, let's hope that it goes from a 404 error. Refresh. We're going to, and there's still an error. And why? Let's find out why. To, let me zoom analysis text. Or let me refresh. It should be okay. It should work. No, still not working. I'm going to stop the video now. I'm going to troubleshoot it and find out. I don't want to do it and make you waste time here. So actually this tutorial is getting a little bit long. I will reconvene in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.